and have come through an Instagram is I feel my quad working in my hinges. And one of the biggest things I've noticed on myself and with clients is that when you go into the hinge, instead of keeping this knee fixed or maintaining that softening position, you continue to bend the knee. And so when you do that, it becomes a little bit more split squatty. So when we're able to kind of even use a constraint or a coach like myself to hold it there and focus on maintaining that position and that weight over that midfoot, ribs stacked over pelvis, and you're able to get that hinge. I always kind of struggle on that right side. Work in progress, coming up and bringing the hip through without moving the knee. You're going to get a lot more glute, a lot less quad. So something to play around is putting that foam roller out in front, using a large super band, something to maintain that position. Relax the toes, and then present the hip. Hinging is a movement I work on with every mama because we have to bend over to pick up car seats, take baby out of cribs, and in my case, pick up Legos up off the ground. In this bear rock back position, a favorite breathing drill for me before I deadlift, I think about inhaling and exhaling in that all fours position, keeping the sternum lifted. Do you struggle with a hinge? Here are 5 tips to up-level your hip hinge and tune in to what's happening at your body when you're bending over. One thing that needs to happen is a hinge, and we need the hips to translate backwards, and we need that eccentric length through the glute. Do you struggle with a hinge? Hey, me too. For the past 5 years, a hinge has kind of felt like poop. If you are feeling all quad, front line of the body during something like a hinge, here are 2 things I offer. Do you struggle with, if you are feeling all quad, front line of the body during something like a hinge, here are 2 things I often like to consider and cue clients through to get a little bit more booty and hip hinge versus only quad in a hip movement. So the first thing.
Hey guys, so my friend Cheno posted this video the other day talking about how he had tweaked his back doing this single leg deadlift variation, and I think I know why, so I wanted to address. So you'll notice when he's hinging, his kneecap is pointing away from his body and his weight is on the outside of his foot. He's also